Sherry Wolf and her daughter are clearly heard on the tape, refuting Paul's claims that they
So the other night was a bit of a mad night.
Detectives learned that soon after
I was
Billy's arrival,
gutted because
Wolf
I
took
did
out
like
the
one
rubbish.
live for like 2
But this was just
hours
an excuse to
and
get
it
outside.
ended. No, and then
He really just wanted to see
so
if Billy had brought Letty
the
with him.
hacker, he
And he needed
closed
to
it.
grab the crowbar he'd hidden in the
He
garden.
closes the app, and then I'm like, okay, cool, it's okay, alright, YouTube have got this, YouTube are alright with the
From the
creators,
way
so
the blood had
you
spattered
go
on
back
the walls,
on and it says, you get a little thing that says
it was
resume
obvious
or
to the
end.
Rangers that Billy Staten had
So I
no
just click
idea
resume,
what was about to happen.
and you know, obviously annoys the hacker.
He was sitting waiting patiently.
Because you can see my hands are like back here with my guitar.
Wolf's accomplice,
Which, you know.
Glenn Henderson, had been hiding in another room.
So you can see it's not me that's closed the
Once
app.
their
You
victim
can see
was
it's him
slumped
that's
on the
closed the
floor,
app. So it's
the two went
somebody
out
that's
to
closed
Martin
the app.
Letty, who was waiting
And
in
the
the
problems
car.
that I'm having with my Android, you know, saying
Without a doubt,
warning,
Paul Wolf's
you know,
self-defense
warning
came
usually
to
means
light.
something bad.
These were cold-blooded attacks.
And on that's the first thing it says, and the last thing it says. So the first thing and the last thing it says on the system log is warning. Device does not exist. And I'm thinking to myself, well, I'm holding it in my hand. Zone device. Well, the 7A, Pixel 7A doesn't say that. The 9A does, and the 10 does. So you know, you never know what to use. You know, if I ever use a MiFi, I'll set the passwords, and then they'll remove the passwords, making it an open network. You know, like earlier, there was 2 cars parked. There was the Newport taxi and the Cardiff taxi, side by side. I don't know why 103, which is on the 3rd floor here, down there, gets the VIP spots at the front. But they do. And some other guy gets in the Newport one, which is weird, because it's not his car. And he drives off. And then 2 minutes later, I hear the other guy drive off, the Cardiff one. And then I just go and shut my window now, 30 minutes later, since that happened, since he left, and his car's just parked on the back. Why? Why would you just move your car from the front to the back? You know, it's just weird. It's just because I know for a fact it's him that's hacking me, because he came in when me and my mum came back and we were at the door. He opened the door to come into my part, my bit with 101 and 102. And I looked around, I saw him, and then he quickly shut the door and he ran. And I mean, when I say ran, he ran. So I've got the time written down, and from when we got back, and I'm going to be contacting Firmandel, but you can't find their email address or their contact number online. You can't. It's like they're not a company. Apparently they are. They don't own the place. They don't own the building. The people that own the building are the owners. I need a cable. I'm really cold. I'm just put the heating on. I don't know if it'll come on though. Is it coming on? A little bit. I think it is. It's because I ripped the cables out. I ripped the cables out because it's Wi-Fi. I ripped the cables out, thinking, trying to stop the hacking on my phone, wondering what it was. We had this like, since I've been here, we've had three fire like inspections, you know, 3. Oh, fireproofings. 3 fireproofings. We had one when I was waiting after we paid the money for the property, bought the property, and yet we had to wait, like, we were meant to get it like this month, but we didn't get it for like 3 more months. And I know why that was. Because they were making it the Big Brother house. Because they thought, great, he lives there, and he's going to be there forever. So we're not going to be wasting any money, you know, installing all this high-tech spy equipment, like the PC motherboard that's in safekeeping, which was in the fan in the bathroom. All you need is a ground, a positive, and a negative for a fan. That's all you need. You don't need a PC motherboard. And it was this big motherboard thing. I'm thinking, what the hell? Like, it's a fan. You know, you don't need that for a fan. It's not like a fan that you can like make go this way or that way or do different things with. It's just a simple fan that just spins. I used to grow weed, so I used to have rip fans out of printers and things like that, old school printers. And it's just a positive, a negative, and a ground. But yeah, I'm recording this from another angle. So if you can see my hands are nowhere near it, right? You can see my hands are nowhere near it. I sat today from 12 o'clock, yeah, until 7 o'clock. 6:45. Well, I don't know. It might have been later. I'll know by when I send the email. And I sent an email to the police and to the commissioner, just showing that today, I mean, we moved in here and we were sold this as a private premises, private property, cash, you know, no, not rented, you know, so this is my space, you know, and that includes from malicious signals and things like that. And today I've had an IMSI catcher target me about 10 times. Yeah, about 10 times. About 10 times when I've turned on airplane mode and then come off airplane mode, which then activates cellular data. And what do you know? IMSI catcher. You've just been targeted by an IMSI catcher, and it's a yellow warning, which means that they've got the IMEI number, which is the long number that you could never remember, on the box. And the box has been in my bag since the day I got it. So there is only one answer to that, and that's at Curry's. Curry's gave the IMEI number to somebody. And I only realized this lately because, I mean, I've had graphene phones before, but this was the Pixel 10 was the first one that I got that had the ability to detect when an IMSI catcher has just targeted you. If it's a green warning, it's just general. It doesn't mean they have any info about you or anything like that. If it's a yellow one, it means they've got your IMEI and they've targeted you to find out what your IMSI is. So Edward Snowden, thank you. Thank you for your education. I've also sent an email to the EFF, the Electronic Frontier Foundation, along with the IMSI catchers, because I mean, I'm in my home. I mean, you got Cardiff being one of the first people, along with some other place in England, doing facial recognition, being the first people to do facial recognition in town, which a lot of people aren't happy about. Well, I'm not too happy about that either, you know, because it assumes like we're all criminals and we're just scanning to point them out. You know what I mean? A lot of people don't like having their phone, you know, being there. And those vans that drive around with cameras on the side, it's intrusive. It's intrusive. People, you don't poo with the door open, do you? So it's intrusive. And then me just simply changing my SIM card, you know, and a machine that is actually a malicious cell tower. It's pretending to be a cell tower because it's not a cell tower. It's a machine, an IMSI catcher, IMSI catcher. You can just go on Wikipedia and you can look at it. And I included the link to the commissioner because that's wrong. I mean, this is a private property, and why are you doing it? And why is Curry's giving my IMEI out? What why? I mean, they've not given it, and then they it's not the police. The police are not sat in a flat next door. So they've obviously given it to these hackers, and I know exactly who it is. They've given it to him. Why an IMEI number needs to be kept private. If you look it up on look up, can your phone be hacked? If someone has your IMEI number, the answer is yes. It says welcome to the dark, murky world of IMEI hacking. So thanks, Currys. You've just given people who dislike me an extremely what's the word? Sorry, I'm a bit slow on words today. An extremely private number that can cause a lot of damage in the wrong hands. Yeah, you can use it for good things, but you can also use it for very bad things. You can use it to set people up. You can use it for to get their financial information. You can use it to get their send SMS messages. I mean, I included all that from the Google website in my email to the commissioner, the South Wales commissioner. Well, it was the South Wales commissioner and the police. And I included about 10 photos, one after the other, just showing the different. You can see the time in the top left, and it's every time I take my SIM out and put it in, you've just been targeted by an IMSI catcher. And I put a video up just now. I made it it was private, and I made it public. I'm not a political person, but they make you into that. They make you into that. Because I was a guitarist, just getting on with it before I was illegally taken to court, which is what gave them this power to do that IMSI catcher thing on me. And why was I taken to court? For sending a text message. So that's what hurts, for sending a friendly text message to someone who had told me to text them if anybody ever threatened to kill me again. So I did that, and that was unacceptable. 3 magistrates didn't notice. Hang on, breach of TSS. This is just one breach. You got to have 3. Sorry, Mr. Hodge, you're free to go. Not one of them did that. The solicitor, he didn't do that. The solicitor didn't do that. The solicitor who works for the court is paid by the court. He didn't do that. He told me, I'll just plead guilty, no big deal. And then I come out after pleading guilty, and yeah, no big deal, no punishments, for sending a text message. And he says, okay, all that's happened is you've been moved from a low-risk criminal to a high-risk criminal. Okay, well, you didn't tell me that was going to happen. And what can happen when I'm a high-risk criminal compared to being a low-risk criminal? Oh, right, you can do surveillance on me. You can use IMSI catchers on me. You can use there's another one. There's another one. I don't actually know if it's an IMSI. It is an IMSI catcher, but there's another machine that I screenshot today that can do IMSI catcher stuff, but it can do other stuff. You'd be terrified if you knew that someone had your IMEI, IMSI, and that's why I've done exactly what DuckDuckGo.ai has told me to do, and contacted the EFF, the Electronic Frontier Foundation, and there's a UK version who I've contacted, because it's not right. I'm in my own home. I shouldn't be getting targeted and having malicious signals coming in here and logging what I'm doing in my own home.
This story captivated our readers at People magazine.